Moments after India won their third Champions Trophy, defeating the Black Caps, unbridled emotions took over the stadium with every player celebrating in their own way. From group hugs to ultra-wide smiles on everyone's faces, what really caught everyone's attention was the Garba camaraderie between Sharma and Kohli. Hardik Pandya dancing and waving the Indian national flag, all while continuous chants echoed throughout the stadium. However, the love between Virat Kohli and Anushka Sharma did not go unnoticed, as one of their candid moments went viral across social media platforms. The energy is palpable as the fans await to welcome the boys. Joining us on the show, we have with us former senior sports journalist Soumitra Bose. Thank you so much, sir, for speaking to Republic. My first question to you is 12 years of long wait and now the trophy is finally home. What does this win mean for India, especially in the ODI series?
First of all, India
some network connection there, but this comes at the heels of India's ICC Champions Trophy clutch in Dubai just yesterday, where Team India won by 4 wickets after completely defeating the Kiwis. After making history in Dubai, the champions are coming back home. The men in blue are returning after a fiery win as they maintained an icy nerve to beat New Zealand by 4 whole wickets. The Indian team will land to a hero's welcome with thousands of passionate fans already gathering to celebrate India's third Champions Trophy win. The chants, cheers and an outpouring of love has already filled the air as the nation today is coming together to honor their cricketing heroes. Joining me from outside Mumbai International Airport and Delhi's T3 Airport are reporters Sandeep Singh and Piyush Shori, who will join us shortly with the fresh visuals of the welcome. And meanwhile, among the claps and cheers, the championship trophy was not without any controversies. At the heart of it is the host nation itself, who seem to have missed the memo completely. Former Pakistan pacer Shoaib Akhtar recently mentioned that he did not see any Pakistan Cricket Board official present during the Champions Trophy 2025 finale in Dubai. Turns out that the ICC rule itself states that host country or not, if the team has not qualified for the finals, their board representative cannot be a part of the winning podium. However, the PCB has refuted these claims, saying that Sumair Ahmed, the tournament director, was present throughout as their representative. The issue has cropped up after Pakistan fetched huge backlash for netizens calling deliberately and saying that they're avoiding India's victory.
जी आईसीसी चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी हिंदुस्तान ने जीत ली है और एक अजीब सी चीज मैंने देखी है कि पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट बोर्ड का कोई नुमाइंदा यहाँ खड़ा नहीं था। पाकिस्तानी चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी होस्ट कर रहा था और पाकिस्तान का कोई भी नुमाइंदा यहाँ पे नहीं खड़ा था। ये बात मेरी समझ से बाहर है। कोई रिप्रेजेंट करने क्यों नहीं आया ट्रॉफी, और कोई देने यहाँ पे क्यों नहीं आया? इट इज बियॉन्ड मी पॉइंट टू थिंक अबाउट इट प्लीज। वर्ल्ड स्टेज है, यहाँ पे आपको होना चाहिए था, बट सैडली आई कुड नॉट सी एनी पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट बोर्ड मेंबर आउट देयर, और ये hosted by us, and yet there is nobody there. Think about it. Been very down to see that.
Elon Musk's SpaceX is gearing up to launch the Crew 10 mission on Wednesday, sending 4 astronauts to the International Space Station. This mission is a big deal as it will replace the current team and bring home NASA astronauts Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore, who've been living in space for over 8 months now. The Crew 10 mission will take off from NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida at 5:18 a.m. Indian Standard Time on Wednesday. The trusty Dragon spacecraft, which has flown several missions before, will carry astronauts Anne McClain, Nichole Ayers, Takuya Onishi, and Kirill Peskov on their journey. Remember, viewers, NASA astronaut Sunita Williams and her crewmate Butch Wilmore blasted off aboard Boeing Starliner on the 5th of June 2024, which was last year, for what was supposed to be just an 8-day mission. But things did not go as planned. After a successful docking at the International Space Station, early signs of thruster malfunctions and helium leaks were detected, forcing a postponement of their return trip. Engineers scrambled to access the propulsion system, and Williams and Wilmore had to adapt to a new reality altogether. They integrated into the ISS crew, pitching in on scientific experiments and maintenance tasks. In September, Williams took command of the ISS, overseeing operations and coordinating crew schedules. Despite the challenges, they found time to celebrate special occasions all in space, including Diwali and even Thanksgiving. Williams even shared her excitement about living in space with students at an elementary school.
Hello.
Joining us on the show tonight is Dr. Kishore Roy, who will talk to us about the kind of medical complexities that these astronauts might experience once they're back. Sir, thanks very much for speaking to Republic. And again, my question remains the same. What are the medical complexities that we're eyeing in terms of the astronauts coming back?
Look, we have to understand how safe we are on the Earth. We are governed by the so-called Panchabhuta, Earth, water, air, then space and the water. Okay, and we are extremely well protected in the Earth, and also Earth is the only place in this solar system where the living and the life exist. Okay, this is the fundamental thing what we have to understand. And the next best thing what has been done by the humans is only the ISS. ISS is only trying to simulate the conditions of the Earth so that the astronauts can live peacefully and they can survive in space. But even then there are challenges. There is microgravity. So this microgravity results in what is called as space flight related neuromuscular syndrome, where you can see because of the microgravity, the muscle atrophy happens, then the bone density loses 1 to 2% per month, and there will be fluid shifts, and then there is potential problem with visual problems. Then there is distribution of the fluids in the body, which happens and which also affects the physical, mental, psychological condition of the body. We must understand that up to 80 kilometers is the Earth atmosphere, where we are very well protected by ionosphere, troposphere, chromosphere, and thermosphere. which really takes care of the human being requirement. Beyond that is the space where the space station is located, and it is extremely exposed to the radiation. Whatever you do, you are only trying to simulate it. You cannot do 100% what is there on the Earth in the space station. Therefore, there are leakages of the radiation, which will also affect the living cells of the astronauts who are staying in the space. The journey was for 6 days. Please understand that it was only for 6 to 10 days from June 5th. And they should have come back by 15, 16, but it has gone extended by 9 months plus now 9 months and counting. It is the 10th month. It is really, really something which psychologically also it affects. It is something like, I shouldn't call it as a jail, but somebody who is restricted movement and you are floating in the air and you are not able to ground. There is a gravity in Earth where it regulates the entire system. In the space, you can have the heart getting affected, the lungs getting affected, the major organs like kidney and the other organs affected, and sort of deterioration starts happening in the space. Therefore, it is okay that you can stay in space station for a few days, maybe a few months, and 9 months plus is too long a time. Therefore, definitely, the way you can see her on the TV and they can see her directly addressing, you can see her, she has shrunken in her body, the mass has reduced, and definitely the bone density would have got affected, and she will also have problems in terms of stabilizing herself when she lands on Earth. Therefore, when she lands on Earth, the type of rehabilitation she has to undergo is really, really tremendous, which is unimaginable. At least, generally it takes about 3 to 4 months for any astronaut to recover, even if they stay for a few days. And having stayed there for 9 to 10 months, it is going to be a long journey for her to get recovered when she is back on Earth. The first problem itself will be that when she lands on Earth, just to stand up stable on the Earth itself is a big issue, because 9 months she has been floating in the air. Therefore, we must necessarily understand that such a well-protected Earth, the Mother Earth, so-called Mother Earth, where we are getting everything free, and in ISS with such a complex technology also, it is going to be a challenge for any astronaut, and such a long period really going to be a challenge.
Right, sir. In fact, Dr. S.V. Sharma, who is also the former ISRO director, I also want to ask you, what are the complexities that we think we can be eyeing in terms of the very mission, Crew 10 mission, even being headed to the ISS?
Crew 9 mission has already gone and it has docked onto the International Space Station. So the plan is that to bring these 4 astronauts back through the Crew 9 module, and once the Crew 10 module docks in, that is, ISS has 2 ports, one on the east, another on the west, and the east port is already docked with the Crew 9, and the west port will be docked by Crew 10. Therefore, it is really essential that the Crew 10 has to take off, and then it has to reach and then dock onto the ISS. Then only the Crew 9 can come back, because this is a replacement team which has to manage ISS. There are 4 people right now in ISS, that is International Space Station, to man and manage the ISS, and now those people have to be replaced and these people have to come back. Therefore, the biggest challenge is that Crew 10 has to take off and then successfully dock. I don't think it is a challenge, because Crew series has been very successfully going into space and docking successfully, and then the Crew 9 has to bring back the 4 astronauts who are already there in the space station. But we wish all the very best for the Crew 10 success, because the success of Crew 10 only can bring back Crew 9 crew, which is there in ISS.
Right, sir. Thanks very much for speaking to Republic and getting us all those insights. But for now, viewers, we're also being joined by Dr. Kishore Roy, who will talk to us about the kind of medical complexities that these astronauts might experience once they're back. Sir, the floor is all yours.
Yes, once they are back, generally what happens, it takes a lot of time to recoup to the new condition which were there previously. Now what happens, once they land in, already they are having too much muscle atrophy, too much calcium has gone by from their body, and it may take around months to like recover from the current situation. So there are two type of aspects what happens in these kind of those who come from the aerospace. After a very long time, one is physiological stress and another is psychological stress. So in the physiology, you see starting from the skin to the heart to the bone, everything goes for a toss. Every physiological aspect goes for a toss, and it takes months to recover from the current state. And as far as the psychological things are concerned, psychology also is a very important part. And because although she is very mentally strong, but still, adaptation to the new situations, it is also at times takes a very long time.
Much for joining us on Republic and getting all of these details chalked out for us and our viewers. We really appreciate your time. For now, viewers, we'll be shifting focus. Meet Dr. Hitendra Suri, a Punjab-based doctor who's made history by successfully treating a record-breaking 117 centimeter complex fistula using Ayurveda. For context, viewers, fistula is an abnormal connection between two body parts, such as an organ or blood vessel and another structure. Dr. Suri's patient, Swaroop Singh, a 47-year-old from Himachal Pradesh, had been suffering from this rare and severe condition for years now. Despite 3 failed surgeries, Singh was still in excruciating pain and battling a spread of that infection. That's when Dr. Suri stepped in, using his expertise in Ayurveda to treat his patient. And the result? A full recovery in just over 4 months. We have with us the man himself. सर, धन्यवाद रिपब्लिक से बात करने के लिए। मैं सबसे पहले ये जानना चाहूंगी कि आपने फिस्टुला को आयुर्वेदा से कैसे ट्रीट करके दिखाया, जबकि इन सेम पेशेंट के 3 और ट्रीटमेंट्स फेल हो चुके थे।
बेसिकली आयुर्वेद 5000 साल पुरानी साइंस है और फिस्टुला का ट्रीटमेंट 5000 साल पहले ही आयुर्वेद में डेवलप हो चुका है, पर वो थोड़ा पेनफुल था, हमने उसको पेनलेस बना दिया।
जी सर, इनफैक्ट मैं ये जानना चाहूंगी कि आप सिर्फ आयुर्वेदा प्रैक्टिस करते हैं?
नहीं, हमारे हॉस्पिटल में मॉडर्न और आयुर्वेद दोनों की प्रैक्टिस की जाती है। एज पर नीड ऑफ द पेशेंट वी चूज द टेक्नोलॉजी।
जी, और सर आपने इस ट्रीटमेंट के साथ रिकॉर्ड सेट किया है, उसके बारे में भी कुछ बताइए।
मेरे नाम पर पहले 21 रिकॉर्ड हैं और ये जो रिकॉर्ड है ये वर्ल्ड के लार्जेस्ट फिस्टुला को ऑपरेट करने का है, जो 117 सेंटीमीटर था। नॉर्मली एक फिस्टुला।
We promise to not let you miss out on anything that's topping your charts tonight. Here's a look at hot trends. After Team India won their 3rd Champions Trophy, defeating the Black Caps, unbridled emotions took over the stadium, with every player celebrating in their own unique way. From group hugs to ultra-wide smiles on everyone's faces, what really caught everyone's attention was the country-wide celebrations. However, the love between Virat Kohli and Anushka Sharma didn't go unnoticed, as one of their candid moments went viral. Fast-moving brush fires fanned by high winds burned through a large swathe of land on New York's Long Island, prompting the New York governor, Kathy Hochul, to declare a state of emergency. Meanwhile, videos showing flames shooting into the air and columns of black smoke rising above roads have taken over the internet. A single-engine airplane carrying 5 people crashed and burst into flames in the parking lot of a retirement community near a small airport close to suburban Pennsylvania. While the crash did not cause any injury to people on ground, 5 people aboard the Beechcraft Bonanza were left injured. The video of the incident is doing the rounds on social media. And now, leaving you with the visuals of India-Japan joint military exercise Dharma Guardian. The exercise marks a milestone in India-Japan bilateral defense cooperation. Watch these spectacular visuals as I bid goodbye.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Hi, Adek. Friendly. Japanese का सिलीवर
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university in the recently released Education World Rankings. A testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked standards in education.
Population management is very, very important for India. We have learned so many, we are watching all over the world. Now China's population is declining. Japan population is declining. Or Europe population is declining. Only up to 2047 we are having advantage. India population is an advantage. 65% Indian population are under the age of 35 years. No other country is having this advantage. Only the problem of South India, we implemented early family planning. Now population is falling. Now time has come. We have to correct it and we have to stabilize population.
Say it, sir, say it.
All
You saying South Indians should have more kids.
That's what I'm saying. That is where I announced, very interestingly sometimes, to promote population, to control population, I introduced 2 and more children is there. You are not eligible to contest in local bodies. Today I have changed totally. You are having less than 2 children, you are not eligible for local bodies. That is what I have to bring act now. Already ban is lifted. And also, we are giving now more money those who are having more children. That is a thing. Or otherwise, even after some time, you give incentives also, people may not go to have more children. Reason is, wealth and population are conflicting. I used to say long back, 20 years back, IT professionals, double income, wife and husband are IT professionals, no kids, let us enjoy. Everybody will do the same thing. There is no population at all on the earth. Today it has become a reality.
Yeah.
India is aware, people are talking, I am very happy about it. Have more children here also, I am telling you, more intellectuals, more wealthy people, you will have less children. You are all thinking, to have one child, very difficult to nurture, better to have, easy to have one industry. Then you can have one CEO, you will look after. Children, you have to look after. But there is no replacement. Only all of us has to talk about it openly. First time in India, I used to talk about break silence, talk about AIDS. At that time also, AIDS means it is a stigma. We should not talk all these things. Now all of us...
Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra powered by Galaxy AI brings you the latest news in a super efficient and summarized format from across the country only on Republic TV. Republic and Samsung together unfold a new world of possibilities. Let the adventure begin.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university in the recently released Education World Rankings. A testimony to Amity's globally benchmarked standards in education.
¿Qué